Welcome to Ruger Tech Tips. This is cleaning, inspection, and lubrication for the LCP Max. I already have the pistol disassembled on the bench in front of me, which is covered in the previous tech tip. And I have the manual available for reference. I'm going to go ahead and put on my safety glasses and we'll begin. I will start with the grip frame. Using a soft bristle brush and a little bit of solvent also helps, as long as it's safe for use with firearms. We're going to clean the rails. You can clean inside the dust cover, clean the magazine well, the hammer area. Just get any loose particles and things out of there and make sure it's cleaned out as best you can. Then you can take an oiled cloth. We don't want to use a lot of lubrication, and just kind of wipe everything down. Get a very thin layer on there just to provide a little bit of protection. Now that it's clean, do a little bit of inspection. So I'm going to very carefully just kind of take a look along the rails here, look for any kind of chipping or erosion. You want to look for any loose, missing, or damaged parts. And of course, there's nothing wrong here. If there was, we could contact customer service. We can set that aside. We will do the same thing with the slide. Again, a little bit of solvent and a bristle brush. You're going to clean out where it rides in the rails. You want to pay particular attention to the breech face right in this area. Make sure you get the breech face really clean where the firing pin goes, and just get out any loose particles. Then do the same thing with an oiled cloth. Wipe it down on the outside as well as the inside. Just get that as just a very light, thin coat of oil on there. All right. Same thing, we can do a quick inspection for any peening or damage or missing parts. Now, if you wanted to add a little bit of lubrication, you can, but remember to keep it absolutely minimal. You don't want these to be particularly wet, because that just attracts more dirt and causes things to stick in there. So I can use a tiny bit of grease, just a dot in the rail area, and maybe a dot along the stripper rail there. You could do the same thing on the frame or slide. It doesn't really matter, but just keep it to the absolute minimal, and that'll spread itself around as you work it into the gun. For the barrel, first thing we want to do is use a bristle brush. Again, these will come with a cleaning kit, something appropriate for 380. We're going to run that through. We can do that with some solvent as well, and we can make sure that that cleans out the lands and grooves in the rifling. We can then, once we've done that quite a few times, move over either to a patch or a swab, and we can run that through and really clean that out again. Pay close attention to the chamber area, this leading edge here. Make sure all that is clean. And then again, same thing, wipe it down with an oiled cloth. You don't want any oil inside the barrel. We want to keep that nice and dry. Finally, we can wipe down the spring, we can wipe down the guide rod. And at this point, we have cleaned and inspected the firearm. We are ready for reassembly.